So as we just told you, a lot of people in this country, hard to believe, but it's real, will not be able to afford to heat their homes this winter. The CEO of a New England energy company has wrote a letter to Biden saying the power grid might not make it through either. Eversource CEO Joseph Nolan told Biden, quote, "I am deeply concerned about the potentially severe impact a winter energy shortfall would have on the people and businesses of this region." Mike Taylor owns Combined Energy Services. He joins us tonight to assess what this winter will look like with this energy crisis. Mike, thanks so much for coming on. I know we've talked about this before. How are you feeling about this winter? We're at the end of November. What does it look like for the next 4 months?
Well, Tucker, I've been speaking with some of my suppliers, and also Opus provides a lot of information in the industry. They're claiming that inventories are at 65% of the 5-year average. Good news is a refinery in Nova Scotia just reopened. Irving Oil supplies much in New England. And Paulsboro, New Jersey is back up supplying the New York Harbor. So I think we're at a fine line, as I said before, with heating oil and diesel in the Northeast. But my suppliers are saying as long as we keep this La Nina warm weather pattern, I think we're going to have enough heating oil for this coming winter. I think the bigger problem, as you said, is the Biden administration, their war against fossil fuels. We're missing 5 refineries in the United States. That's over 1 million barrels a day. They shut down when COVID hit, and they have no plans of reopening, as well as apparently we have control over one in St. Croix that they can't meet clean air emissions. We've shut down a refinery in another country. So the administration's war on fossil fuels, Tucker, is just mind-blowing.
So there's such demand for fossil fuels, for diesel, kerosene, heating oil, jet fuel, gasoline, of course. How could 5 and 6, including St. Croix, refineries be closed? I don't understand that.
Well, I'm assuming it's the demonization of fossil fuels and these institutions no longer allowing reinvestment in them. But I look back at the agenda to put us on electric. So, Tucker, I was at a panel discussion in Albany, New York of the Empire Center this past spring. National Grid had a presenter there, a large electric and natural gas utility in the Northeast. Their representative said on the coldest day in winter, they put out 4 to 5 times as much energy with natural gas than electric does on its hottest day in summer. So somehow up here in the Northeast, New York, we're going to eliminate all the natural gas, heating oil, propane, and we expect the grid to pick this up. I just can't imagine how this is going to work. And they've also said electric rates are up 65% this season. Where do we think this is going to take us?
Well, it's insane. And natural gas is far cleaner than renewables. It's far cleaner all in than solar or wind. I mean, it's lunacy. And I appreciate you pointing that out every time. Mike Taylor, thank you.
You got it. Thanks for having me, Tucker.